Hello, and welcome to today's little experiment. Now, please tell us your name.
My name is Bill.
My name is Truffles.
I like to eat saltine crackers.
My name is, I was never actually given a name, so you can just call me a rat.
A rat.
My name is Pikachu.
I've been around since show 1 and I still don't have a name.
Okay, all our...
No, what is your name? They never gave me a name.
You have a dream.
No.
Yes?
Yes, we do.
You have your own beliefs.
No.
Yes, Mario, we do. Oh, God.
Oh, shoot.
You don't want sad things to happen.
Yes.
I don't want sad things to happen at all.
If you can save many, you should try.
What?
I mean, it's worth a shot. You'll be a hero. Help. Oh, God.
No. Oh!
There's something you regret.
There is?
I forgot to tip my waitress.
No.
I have no regret. Oh.
Oh, my.
God. They showed that? Holy crap.
Things more important than life exist.
No.
No, dude. I want to live.
That's why this rat.
Should be killed.
Should be saved.
Save him.
I think he's already killed, isn't he?
Yeah, he's already dead. He's long dead.
Why?
Blank humans.
Are we the rat or are we the human? We're the rat. That solves that problem.
And with that random questionnaire out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our look at on a rather funky new beat by the hit makers of Disgaea and Pretty. Can I really be the hero?
Yep, nice.
This is Mad Rat Dead.
It's another one of my... This year has been really nice for me with a lot of really great rhythmic musical games coming out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, Mad Rat Dead, to put it simply, think Crypto the Necro Dancer if it was a 2D platformer starring this undead rat named the Mad Rat.
And for Sealy, we also mean Cadence of Hyrule, but a platformer.
I mean, yeah, it's essentially the same thing. And so what you guys are going to be seeing here is that, well, I was tempted to do the whole demo in full, but that took about an hour, so I had to abridge it somewhat. So you won't be seeing the epic opening of the game. I'm just going to show you how the game plays.
Okay, so,
Very well.
just to give it, sort of the, because the tutorial would have been normally really long otherwise, want to tell them how the game controls?
Alright, so, basically you gotta tap your button presses to the rhythm of the, heartbeat down there, button-tish. And, you can do all sorts of things with a Mad Rat, like pressing the A button has him moving forward. You can also hold, in the direction to go even further than you would with a normal tap. You can press the, I assume it's either the B button or the X, or yeah, it's the B button for a jump. And then you can press the X button to hold yourself in position for a brief bit, and then press the A button or whatever to literally launch at incredible speeds. It's practically like a super powered hop.
And it looks like there are some cool mechanics in play where you could do a dash into a normal double jump into another dash or something.
Oh yeah, no, say whatever you will about this Mad Rat, but he's got the skills to keep on, bopping to the beat.
And what a good beat that is, actually. I like this song.
Now you may be wondering how this Mad Rat got into the situation he's in right now. I mean, not every rat gets to go to cheesy heaven.
Yeah, as a zombie
Yeah,
thing.
no.
In fact, actually, now that I think about it, I'm not even sure if this is supposed to be cheese heaven or the moon.
I mean, I think they call it the afterlife, but I mean, it does look like the moon as well, at least in the Wallace and Gromit universe.
And to your left, you will find a rocket ship boarded by a man and his dog.
I'm trying to think of his. I was trying to think of his freaking catchphrase, but I forgot Wallace's catchphrase.
Cheese, Gromit!
One of the two.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I was gonna say smashing, but that's not it.
I don't think Wallace ever had, a set catchphrase. I do know that he has, certain phrases he repeats often, but I don't think he ever has, a singular catchphrrise.
I know he
No,
has
I
that
don't think
hand
he does.
gesture. I know he has that cute little hand wiggling gesture, but
Yeah, when he
that's
goes
about all I got.
cheese.
Yeah, cheese.
Okay, and I'm looking and noticing there. I'm glad that they're at least lenient. You don't have to It's not like something like Melody Night or Harmonite where you have to get every button press perfect, otherwise you don't get to continue. There is still some free form with your platforming.
Yeah, I mean, the game does highly encourage that you pretty much do whatever you can without skipping a beat, and honestly, the only thing you really have to keep mindful of is the time limit on the top left corner of the screen, which continuously counts down until it reaches 0. So thankfully, throughout every stage, aside from the tutorial anyway, you'll find these little, what I like to assume are like energy tortilla chips, or energy cheese. I don't know. It makes a crunchy sound whenever you grab one, but they extend the time limit.
Okay. And it looks like if you're pressing your buttons constantly, it more or less tells you how many button presses you have until the end.
Absolutely. Now then, I guess we should get into the nitty-gritty about how this poor rat got into the situation he's been in.
Yes.
So, he was more or less born and raised in a human test chamber. Or, excuse me, a test chamber, run by humans. I mean, the normal shebang.
Yeah.
He was your average, everyday lab rat. And, well, it came to a point where the poor little guy had to be dissected for the sake of science.
And he's ticked.
Very much ticked, though. The funny thing is that out of all the random rats in the world, he was blessed by the rat god, who's literally this rather colorful rat goddess character who looks more like a magician than anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's given him a chance to relive his last days to do, whatever he really wants.
I was actually gonna say, like, real talk, to get Jordy involved again, is that it almost looks like a rat version of, like, or at least a rat equivalent to Balin.
Yeah, you're right. It does.
In a way, she does kind of look like a rat version of Balin.
Yeah,
I don't see it.
It's the clothing more than anything.
probably. Oh, we're finally here.
Yeah, it's the clothing, it's the top hat, and doesn't she have green hair?
Yeah, she has green hair.
Yeah.
And funny you mentioned that because the intro cutscene to Balan Wonderworld came out yesterday, and I love it!
Hooray!
And with that, I made it through with flying colors.
Solid job.
Woo!
So anyway, to go back to that juicy plot, yeah, so the Rat God has given Mad Rat here one more chance to relive his last day, to, again, do whatever his heart desires. What his heart desires, though, isn't exactly what I would call,
Noble.
benevolent.
Or that.
He basically wants revenge on his human captors. Or human captor, at the very least.
And so, thankfully, that rat god has given us the inane ability to relive our final day on this earth.
Speaking of which, this is actually the only story cutscene to show off.
Wake up, wake up.
Wake up, little rat!
I think that's... Oh, so there we are.
What? I thought I died. Ugh. What the? Wait, am I hiding in my cage? Whoa! It really worked! I turned back time! I've been given the chance to fulfill my final wish! Thank you, Rat God. I'm going to do this! Rat God?
Oh yeah, you do it.
That's not the rat god, you'll see.
I've got no time to waste. I'm going to get out of this nasty old cage. Seriously, it was starting to smell in here.
Let's get going. Oh, not... Wow. Awesome.
Yes! I did it! I got out! Huh, it's a lot easier than I thought it'd be.
Seriously.
I'm going to keep this up and make my wish come true. With this power that I got from the Rat God, now, give me a beat. A beat? Like this? That's it. Thanks! I'm feeling the beat. I'll get out of here and make it happen. What's it now? My dream. My wish. I'm going to get back at that human. I'll get my revenge. Kinda wish I could do this in song, but anyway. So yeah, this is pretty much our first major stage of the game. I gotta go get my revenge now. I gotta go kill that human.
Yeah, I hear some crunchy sounds.
Now, sorry.
No, that's right. I was hearing that crunchy, and yeah, this particular melody really makes me think of Disgaea.
I mean, yeah, this is completely within the realm of that whole franchise, and I mean, the fact that they're willing to go out of their way to make another 2D platformer since the freaking Pretty days, which, funny coincidence considering the Pretty games were released on Switch not that long ago.
Yeah.
Oh!
So, say if at any point you fuck up, the game is actually generous enough to let you rewind time.
Oh.
Oh, good.
That's actually very generous.
Now, your combo game will practically be broken by that point, but, I mean, assuming you just want to get through with the level, I mean, you have that option.
I wonder if the full game, because I guess we may as well mention that we're actually looking at a demo. I wonder if the full game is gonna like lock progression behind, or lock like goodies behind getting better grades in levels.
It's hard to say, but it's possible, which is actually funny, because considering that as of this recording, Mad Rat Dead, it will be out in about 10 days from now, so anything's possible.
Yeah.
Can you say... Oh, crap. Anyway, can you say what platforms this game is available on?
Nintendo Switch and PS4.
Oh, cool.
Yep. So, at least all of us will be able to give it a shot. Hi, Sealy, what do you guys think of this stuff? Fair enough.
Well, there's
My sentiments
your
exactly.
answer.
And how about you, Hype?
Well, pretty nice, pretty fun-looking art style. I'm liking the music that I'm hearing so far.
Oh yeah, the music is easily the biggest highlight of the game so far, and I mean, you can't, NIS has actually released some of the full tracks on their YouTube page if you want to give them a listen. Unfortunately, one of my favorite songs in this demo is not part of that whole entourage, so...
which one's that?
For another time. It's actually a song I'll be showing off later on, because,
Awesome.
Once you actually beat these levels once, you can actually revisit them through a stage select, and you're actually given the choice to, change the song for that particular stage. And the even cooler part is that each song has its own tempo to it, and if you choose that particular song, the stage will play with that exact tempo.
I do like that.
Oh boy.
Oh, man.
Let's try that again.
Like, I don't know if we went into a lot of detail about it, but I'm kind of curious on how exactly rhythm goes in. Well, not so much rhythmic moving goes in this. What controls do you use to move about on the rhythm, and are you on a set path whenever you're playing with the beat?
Well, the cool thing about Mad Rat Dead is that you actually have more or less free movement. I mean, you still have to move yourself to the timing of the beat, but at this very moment, I could just keep myself still, or move to the left, or move to the right, which is not something you usually find in rhythmatic platformers.
Right.
They usually have you on a set, direction, kind of like that upcoming Kingdom Hearts spinoff.
Right,
yeah, Melody of Memory.
where you're more or less locked to a Guitar Hero-esque track. Here it is kind of more like Cadence of Hyrule in that sense, Hype, where you could really move in any direction you want so long as it's to the beat.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Otherwise, more or less, all your major moves in the game are tied to button presses. As I've said before, you do your basic moving around with the A button. You can jump with the B button. You can press the X button to hold in a charge and then release it. Well, actually, you don't release the X button per se, but you can do in any of your other moves, and they get much more amped up. Which is going to be necessary for a couple of instances that are gaps that are pretty long, even for the Bad Rat to take care of normally.
Right.
Just from what you've played of the demo, how would you say the difficulty curve is for this game?
The difficulty isn't too strenuous up until you reach the game's boss fight.
Oh,
That makes sense.
Or at least the boss fight that's only in this demo anyway, because I'm sure there's going to be more than that, but boy, they do not let up for those boss encounters.
are we gonna get to see that?
I do show off the boss, yes.
Okay.
Although I also play completely different music than the one that they expect you to play it with.
Oh,
Makes
so
sense.
okay. So in that case, I can see where that would be where the game's difficulty would come from. Would be playing to odd, or as you're hearing a lot of big band jazzy beats per minute, which can sometimes throw you for a loop.
Oh yeah, no, especially when it comes to levels that require a song that is far more faster tempoed. So with that said, why don't we go ahead and show off said boss encounter?
Oh my
the Mob
god!
Rats.
Oh, wow.
The mob rat.
Now the bad feeling is the default track, but I'm gonna pick my favorite song out of the lot, Heartbeat.
Yes! This one! It sounds like,
Yeah, that song
Benny
you showed
Boop
me.
by Charlie Puth!
It's literal ragtime music, and I love it.
Yeah, dude!
Rat time.
Ha.
And the cooler part is, again, this song's tempo is a little shorter than the or not shorter, but longer
Slower.
than the
Right.
or slower than the bass song. So it's gonna make this fight a little easier.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, for the Mob Rats is okay. So I guess in terms of the overall story that we're going with at the moment is that at some point or another he actually does Mad Rat does meet up with this other entourage of rats who he initially tries to get to have joined him on his cause, but well, they're stupid and honestly very much content with their lab rat life. So he was and the funny thing is that, well, Mad Rat himself tries to escape, just, say, screw you all, I'm gonna take on the human myself. Immediately gets captured by said human again.
Oh crap! And now this is like another experiment, as we're having to fight these things for the humans' whim.
And the game actually doesn't elaborate, or as far as the demo's concerned, it doesn't really elaborate on if it's supposed to be another experimentation on the humans, or if it's supposed to be, because one thing that this game does highlight is that all those freaky-looking enemies we dealt with up to this point are nightmares. And for all we know, this might be a nightmare effect.
Who knows? It could be.
I want to ask, so you were given the ability to change the music that plays when you're in the boss fight. Can you do that with any level, or is it only for the boss fights?
Any level. Again, you have to beat the level at least once, and then pick it from the stage select in order to actually pick whatever song you want for it.
Oh, okay, so that does leave behind acid. Got it.
Okay, so that's what killed you.
Yeah, no, like I said, this fight doesn't really there's no holds barred with this fight. Or, dance, as it were.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Nice. I guess one thing we could bring up, since we are getting close to the end, is
one other thing I'll also mention. One other action that you have that I completely neglected is that you can press. I think it was either the Y button. Actually, I think it's the Y button that lets you. It's supposed to be like a stop move, which can be used when you're in midair and want to immediately get back down on the ground, or make a hasty attack on an enemy. But you can also use it on the ground if you want to, and I mean, if you want to keep your combo game up, you can totally do that while just standing still.
I can see people trying to do that, just at the very end of the level with the finish line, just trying to last out the clock or whatever.
You may be wondering who that lovely little fellow on the left there is, who's, shaking his groove thing.
Yeah.
That's our heart.
Our heart?
Yep, that's our heart.
Yeah.
Has his own conscience and everything.
Damn, that's gonna be tricky. Careful.
But the cool thing about him is that the better you do at the levels, and oh god damn it, I'm missing my beats because of that little offset.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude.
It's not even fair.
You survived at least. You're fine.
I mean, it's one of those things that for first-time players, that's going to catch them off guard pretty badly. But that's pretty much. Oh, okay, now that's kind of. That's a little BS. Again, very grateful I have time travel powers.
Thank goodness. I wonder if in the actual game they're gonna have some sort of limit placed on that or maybe it's an accessibility, only in easy difficulty can you do that or something. I don't know.
It's hard to say really, but I know as far as the plot is concerned, you can only really rewind time for as far as your last day is concerned.
Right.
Is there some kind of penalty for having to rewind time too many times?
I think the only real the only real penalty is that your combo streak is broken.
Yeah,
right. Okay.
I think that's the only thing. Everything else keeps going.
Yep.
So you don't get a reduction for oh, you had to rewind time this many times, you scrub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see anything like that at the end. While we're covering the game and now we're talking about its full release, when will this game come out, James?
October 30th, just a day before Happy Halloween.
Okay.
Woo!
Well, I'm definitely gonna look forward to that.
10 days from now, wow.
Yep.
Yep.
Literally 10 days from now.
Oh! I did not see
He
him
came
coming.
out of nowhere, you big jerk.
Actually, I legitimately didn't see him coming from behind our timer.
Yeah, me neither.
Honestly, if this level alone, especially on using a song that's a little shorter than slower than its base music, already gave me enough trouble. I already dread to think what the other boss fights will be like.
Dang.
Okay, that element was my fault. I should have jumped there. I flinched when I should have scurried.
How dare you?
Well, you didn't even flinch, you just stood there.
Menacing. No, you're fine. But,
And boom shakalaka.
hooray!
Oh, thank goodness.
And that is that.
I'm still freaking bouncing my chair. I like that song. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I did that too.
but yeah, Who knows where this Mad Rat story will go next?
Yeah.
Well, we'll know by the time the game comes out on October 30th, only on the Nintendo Switch and PS4. Could probably get a PC version later, but who knows? But for those of you that might still have some doubts, the demo is still live on said consoles, and I would honestly I would honestly recommend it, assuming you're into this kind of stuff.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
So on that note, folks, I'm James Mainstream.
I'm Lucky Jack 20.
Highway Princess Lita.
Jordan the Cat 11.
Stupid lisp.
You're fine. All right.
And that was our literal Mad Rat. Till next time, guys.
Bye.
La da 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 da.